Welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Meyer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Midshipmen offense is on the field to start this game. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll give it to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It is the great equalizer, a way for the Midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy.
Ball's out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Offense getting set for first down. Give to the running back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Navy will go back on the attack. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
They're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On the option. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now on the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. They'll go to the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier's going to remember that.
Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Notre Dame has the ball and is ready to get moving. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this
nothing but green ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running the route, give him an opportunity.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Navy offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
They'll go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off the big play.
And Jesse, now their heads spin. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.